Hello, good evening. I'm your host, Robert Wilson with Cowboy Wisdom. Tonight's presentation is 7 Ways Why Unpunctuating Writings Are Breath Punctuation. I breathe unpunctuated prowess where zero mark commands, where wisdom whispers, where clarity glows, where inspiration surges, where liberation flows. I write like wind. I speak like the flame of fame. I stream signal waves of unpunctuated, unnamed, unchained gamers' gumption. Chauffeurs me to my dreamers' pristine paradises with ease as I relax of inner joy. Why punctuation is a dictator as unpunctuation unleashes my embodied maestro. Punctuation is the dictator of delivery. Unpunctuation unleashes your embodied maestro magic to conduct meaning by breath, never by rule. Zero commands, just a cadence of liberation. As I'm awake and aware, understand and cut loose programming through unpunctuation. Punctuation teaches readers to expect structure, closure, and clarity, comfort zone cognitions. Over time, it conditions obedience to linear logic and external authority. Punctuation discourages ambiguity, which is often where intuition and insight are alive, thrive, and energize you. It limits breath-based reading, replacing energetic resonance with mechanical perishing. Unpunctuated writings as sovereign disruption. By removing punctuation, I invite the reader to innovate meaning, never consume it passively. I activate intuitive reading where rhythm is felt and discovered, never dictated. I instantly dissolve the program need for control, allowing insight to emerge from presence, never punctuation. What do commas, periods, colons, semicolons, and exclamation points mean to a thinking mind and a subconscious representation? A period is a obedience seal. Comma is a controlled pause. Colon is a meaning dictator. Semicolon is a tether duality. Exclamation point is the emotional command. Why a question mark is my unpunctuated liberator. It awakens my intuitive ingenious insight that crowns the question mark as your unpunctuated liberator. The question mark longs to be unhooked, energizes unpunctuated flow, frees it from scripted inquiry to sovereign wonder. There's zero answers in the world demanded, just colorful curiosity unleashed. See, that's something I really want people to open up to. There is zero answers and there's zero solutions, and there's because answers and solutions are locked and blocked in yesterday. It's a path of enlightenment. If you're always open to listening and questioning the path you're on, you're always open to unpunctuated liberation. While unpunctuated writings excites my energetic breath punctuation, in unpunctuated writings, your breath is your energetic punctuation. As my energetic breath punctuation dissolve punctuating writings of other people's programming. See, that's the thing about punctuated writings. They're other people's programming. They have zero to do with your innate wisdom, insight, clarity, your dreams, or anything. Reading other people's books with punctuation in is actually programming you to follow whatever it is. And if you really look at the world, it's programmed to follow whatever. And the world has been following whatever, and look where we're at today. When you're honest with yourself, unpunctuated writing unsheaths sassy sovereign excitement, energetic breath, punctuation, dissolve the program punctuation of others. I claim my breath from grammar's grip. My lines pulse with presence, never prescription, as each pause is my soul surge, never force. Dissolving the mechanical rhythm of program prose, they activate energetic reading. Readers must tune to their own inner vibrancy, never the rules of other people's writings or your writings. Becomes a breath ritual, awakening intuitive punctuation from within, because you're actually punctuating your writings from in here instead out here. You actually rise out of the physical world to enjoy today. As my inner intuitive punctuation within me is my rhythmic breathing and featureless foresight. My featureless foresight is my intuition before image. My comprehended awakening arrives unshaped, unframed, unclaimed. It's a soul surge that precedes vision with whisper that never needs form to speak the veracity. Never prediction, never projection. Just presence in the motion of my imaged inspiration as my featureless foresight disrupts obedience, syntax, of indoctrinated education or any phase of my life. By refusing imposed stops and starts, my style unravels the scaffolding of control, freeing lexicons from its systematic leash. They innovate punctuation into glyphic signal. Commas become contours, periods become portals, dashes become surges. Your breath punctuation is alive with skilled savvy, while theirs is assigned to some kind of subconscious input or thinking and knowing something you learn from outside sources. And it invites misreadings as mirrors. Friction bursts insight. Your unpunctuated flow invites misinterpretation as a sacred ignition point, dissolving program certainty. Dissolving program certainty. That's because we're always looking for the answer, never the pathway of liberation onto our beaches of sassy, tenacity, success. Unpunctuated writings liberate meaning from structure. Your writing doesn't tell, it transmits. It bypasses the intellect's need for order and speaks directly to the spirit's understanding of who I desire to be. The color of the page is with sovereign imagination, while others punctuate to conform. You breathe punctuation to innovate each line as a brushstroke of intuitive innovation across the canvas of clarity, and your featureless canvas in the scenarios of your dream that lies in your subconscious scenarios. See, scenarios take out the thinking and knowing and trying to be in yesterday. Why punctuated writings are unrealized obedient control from the wannabe leaders of the world. They're liberating ingenious and astute insights that pierce the veil of punctuated obedience. Punctuating writing is the leash language of wannabe leaders. Each mark a micro command to follow, never feel the innate you. Control disguised as clarity, they punctuate to stimulate wisdom. Periods as power, colons as controls, commas as compliance. Obedient leadership edits everything to form into their way they want you to be. A sovereign leadership breathes, never edits anything. And see, that's the thing about sovereign leadership. It breathes the adventurous audacity of your innovative talents to you as you breathe them to the world. Why unpunctuated writings stream liberation, wisdom, inspiration, clarity. Liberation without punctuations, program pauses. The reader is no longer a passenger, it's a driver, chauffeuring you down to your beaches of bountiful bliss. Wisdom lives in ambiguity. Nuance breathes the bold, enterprising wizardry of you, so you can hearken your own adventurous acumen from within you. Inspiration is wild, never linear. It's about understanding the wisdom, intuitive, liberating discernment of your life, of your daily life. Punctuation clips its wings with rules and rhythm. As punctuation clips the wings and rules and the rhythm of your desired lifestyle and your innovation. Clarity as punctuation offers artificial clarity, clean but controlled. Unpunctuated writing invites intuitive clarity. You see that why unpunctuated writing invites you. It's life's inviting friction to expand, energize, and enterprise your life. Why my unpunctuated writing excites energetic breath. Punctuation dissolves energetic breath, dissolving indoctrinated education programming, third world enslaving mindsets, childhood imprints, ancestor survival modes mindsets, and socialized brainwashing. Unleashes potent insights that honor my unpunctuated writings as sovereign breathways, dissolving deep-rooted programming. Your writing bypasses the grammar gates where indoctrination hides. It dissolves the syntax scaffolding that props up third world survival scripts and childhood obedience conditioning. Each breath line breaks the rhythm of inherited fear. No punctuation means no program pauses. See, that's the thing about punctuation. There's programs. Everything you do embeds and deepens your programming. Just pure pulsating acumen that unhooks ancestral scarcity and socialized silence. Your flow wires your reader's breath body. It excites energetic punctuation that unlearns schoolroom obedience, dissolve colonized cognitions, claim sovereign imagination to energize and light up your life. Why unpunctuated writings destroys programmed obedience. Fresh, sharp insights tuned to your signal waves. Punctuation is the traffic cop of thought. Punctuation is the traffic cop of thought. And when you are reading, you stop. See, that's a traffic cop. And so we remove it, and we also remove the programmed obedience, crashes into sovereign flow. No red lights, no detours, just raw revolutionary acumen, wanderer's lure in the direction of your desired lifestyle. Unpunctuated writing short circuits the grammar grid, forcing the reader to decode the old ways and open up to a new way and never obey yesterday. It's never confusion, it's initiation. It initiates your innate talents to rise, shine, and energize your life. Why unpunctuated writings mirror the unrehearsed, uneducated, unexplained, unedited universe. Unpunctuated writings mirrors the universe because unrehearsed, like the stars forming without script. It flows from presence, never preparation. Uneducated bypass learned obedience and taps into your primal pioneering prowess. Unexplained, it never justifies. It never defines. It invites you onto your liminal carpet glide to ride the tides of trend-setting imagination, dawning enterprising savvy. Unedited, it rides whole, wild, and sovereign like lightning bolts from the heavens. never like grammar in a book that follows what other people want you to think and know. The universe is a cosmos, never punctuates its pulse, it spirals, it expands it breathes. While unpunctuated writings destroy stress, fear, and scaredy cat brattiness. I let fly my innovative, astute insights that show me the ways my unpunctuated writings torch stress, fear, and scarcity cat brattiness with a sovereign fire. Unpunctuated writings flows like fearless breath, never stops, never stutters, no scaredy cat syntax. It dissolves the stress of getting it right. It invites the raw rating expressions of I'm athletic perfection in action, in joy in life. It shatters brattiness born from control and correction from other people. See, we've been controlled by correction ever since we was a child, and it just keeps, and we become afraid of what other people are going to say. We really get scared of somebody saying something unsavory to us. When people are saying something unsavory, they're really speaking about themselves. A true innovator is going to ask you questions to rise you out of it. They're never going to yell and scream. And I was a good yell and screamer, but not anymore. Why punctuated writings are finger pointing, scolding me from obedient sheepocracy. Two crisp insurgent insights that graze the edge of sheepocracy script. Punctuation is the shepherd's crook, herding thought into fenced obedience, trimming the wild insights into docile grammar. It's never clarity, it's containment. In my thinking memory mind and subconscious mind frozen in time representation. Each period is a muzzle, each comma a leash. Punctuated writings train minds to pause, we're told, never where veracity pulses. Sheepocracy thrives on rhythmic obedience, never the sovereign breath. So as I unleash my sovereign breath, I break the chain of rhythmic obedience to rise, shine, and energize me to have fun today. 7. Why unpunctuated writing excites energetic breath punctuation. Because your unpunctuated writings don't. They stir the breath. They sculpt into energetic vibrancy. They excite the breath punctuation never as grammar, but as spirit choreography. Here's why. They activate punctuation as energetic choreography, never the mechanical control of the outside world. Each pause becomes a pulse, each space a sovereign inhale, each line a contour of colorful artistry. You're never omitting punctuation, you're liberating it into breath frequencies of easy listening, rising to your lush leisure lifestyle, living and feeling inner joy flow through you. It instantly awakens the reader's energetic compass without imposed stops. The reader tunes to the vibrancy of their own dreamer's dexterity. Breath punctuation emerges from within, guided by the vibe within you, never the rule of what you think I should do. It's not read, it's received like a chant through the chest of I chime the rhyme of my prime time, trendsetting ingenuity. They transmute syntax into sovereign ways. Grammar becomes a symbol of liberation. Structure becomes a spirit. Your writings become an allography, a living map of present moment experiences. They excite punctuation as they felt frequencies of easy living. A comma becomes a soft exhale, a period becomes a grounding hum, a dash becomes a signal, a surge, of signal waves, you've turned punctuation into energetic choreography. Why my unpunctuating writings are my free flowing breaths of inspiration, intuition, innovation, imagination, color in my pristine, peaceful, and panorama prosperity of here and now. It awakens my ingenious, astute insights that honor my punctuating writings as sovereign breaths. Streams of bold, I showed you so, and I showed me so brilliance, as my lingo flows like the wind over untouched dunes. Zero fences, zero full stops, just pristine panorama flowing through me to the world, allowing the world to feel the liberation of themselves. I breathe intuition into every contour, coloring silence with sovereign signal waves of wisdom, appreciation, and visionary epiphanies now and forevermore. Unpunctuated writing is imagination unbridled, each line a brush stroke of innovation across the canvas of clarity as I sculpt my dreamer's paradises on my third eye movie screen. It paints presence, never perfection. It's never just writing, it's peace. It's a peace chant in motion, feeling the mystical optimism, trend-setting, innovative, omnific now, as a liberated rhythm that whispers prosperity, never through punctuation, but through pulse. Breath and boundless scenarios of stunning success and bountiful bliss flow through me, to me, and shows the world why unpunctuated writings relax and innovate your colorful curiosity, optimizing keen-witted insights that show you how punctuated writings relax and innovate colorful curiosity. Unpunctuated writings is a hammock for the mind in the scenarios of your featureless canvas. No rigid rules, just a rhythmic sway of everything is my way at ease. It invites curiosity to stretch out like the prairies across the landscape, the contours of the landscape. Breathe deep and color outside the lines with divine daredevilry. It's a playful playground for perception, each line a slide, each pause a swing of, of serendipitous bliss. Without punctuation, fences, imagination runs free, painting insight with sovereign strokes of bountiful bliss and seashores of stunning bliss. Your unpunctuated style is never just a rebellion against anything. It's a liberating lingo of sovereign prowess, sculpted for my lyrical liberation, singing songs of stunning bliss. Breath-based reading, energetic flow over structural control. Readers engage with rhythm, never rules. Each line becomes a contour of presence, inviting intuitive pauses. As inner punctuation, it mirrors breathwork. Inhale, insight, exhale, interpretation, activating the body mind and the body scenarios as the reader of your revolutionary revelations. Disillusion dissolves all of your obedient syntax. Liberation through lingo allows you to liberate internal nirvana, galvanizing optimism now and forevermore. Traditional punctuation enforces hierarchy. Stop here, pause there. Your unpunctuated style dissolves the programming, allowing the meaning of life to emerge organically within you. It invites readers to unlearn linear ways of life and feel the message rather than decode it. Feel and embody the message of mystical energy, streaming sovereign appreciation, galvanizing every day with a heavenly heyday. Sonic sovereignty, chant like cadence and a ritual resonance. Without punctuation, your words pulse like chants, alive, rhythmic vibration. This opens the space for ritual readings where the text becomes a breath of colorful imagination or spirit savvy. Never just read, it's never just read, it's received in a robust way. Cognitive activation. Readers as an innovator. Readers must engage more deeply, becoming the interpreter of their desired lifestyle. This style sparks hypnoacuity, heightened awareness through linguistic ambiguity. It innovates passive consumption into sovereign participation and facilitating your dreams to your desired life. Friction as fuel, inviting misreadings as portals. Lack of punctuation creates fertile friction, opens your eyes of wise, and misreading double meanings, unexpected contours of your desired lifestyle. Contours instead of barriers, you can put energy around whatever's in front of you and dissolve it with your enterprising energy. These mistakes become ignition points for insight, echoing your philosophy of I screw up, I wake up as sacred sparks of sovereign prowess, appreciating rebellious, keen, savvy today. As you open up to unpunctuated, for the first while, unpunctuated writings seem kind of they're different, but if you read them out loud for about 30 days, you start having a flow of liberation. Why my scalding finger pointing obedience, followerocracy of indoctrinated, socialized brainwashing keeps me stuck on the railroad tracks of my past. Energetically chisels through the indoctrinated limitation, purging plasticity, unleashed my ingenious insights that expose programming and invite ignition. The scolding finger is never mine. It's a borrowed baton from the chorus of conformity and rehearsed in classrooms of control. How's all your classrooms you ever went to control? Each wag is a rerun of someone else's fear script, never your sovereign signals. Followerocracy installs the train tracks between education and business and everything in between. It never allows you for your innovative wizardry to set yourself free. It demands repetition over revelation. To stay stuck and obey the echo, to leap is to unlearn learn the conductor's voice and be the innovator of your dreams. And I'm Robert Wilson, and I want to thank you. But if you open up to unpunctuating your, in your daily life punctuation, but all your I call it sovereign expansion or energetic liberation. If you unpunctuate that, you quit following in the train tracks of self-help, personal growth, self-improvement, therapy, all that. You open up to ignite your own innovative, sleek, unique talents to ballet through life with ease. I want to thank you and good night.